So you still have the old banger then, Charles?
What? Margaret, yes.
I meant the car.
Oh, yes, I see what you mean, but it's not a banger, it's a Bentley. But I wouldn't be without her. Although she is getting a bit irritable in her old age. Come to that, so's Margaret.
I'd better check the dinner. Is there anything else you want, Auntie?
Oh, no, thank you, dear. So, Charles, how have you been?
A bit of all right, you know. Still getting a lot of stick from Margaret. She seems to think I spend too much time at the club. Don't understand her. The chap needs the company of other chaps. You know where you stand with chaps.
Charles, stop rambling. I want to know when you're going to take me up on my little proposition.
Steady, old girl. You know, you're putting me in a dashed awkward spot.
Charles, do you remember 30 years ago?
Well, yes, of course I do. Like it was yesterday. 1906. Kent won the county championship.
That was the year we met, Charles. That was the year our affair first started.
Oh, yes, yes. A damn long time ago. A lot of water under the bridge and all that.
And each year, Charles, you've been promising next year, and then the year after that.
We're getting a little long in the tooth for that sort of thing, old girl. Chap tends to slow down a bit, you know.
I wasn't expecting a mad, passionate thing, Charles. I only want you. I want your company, your companionship. I'm not asking for the world.
But
I am only asking for you to be here with me.
But what about Margaret? I can't let the old girl down. Not after all these years.
But you never loved each other. Not the way we did. Not the way we still do. We should have taken the plunge years ago.
Oh, that's just the point, old girl. We've just let it go too long. Oh, yes, there was a time when your Albert died that we might have made a go of it. But not now. We've just become too set in our ways. But Margaret depends on me too much.
You're wrong, Charles. You belong here with me. I'll never let you go. Not until the day I die.
No, this has got to stop, Mildred. All those letters you keep sending me at the club. Please stand embarrassing when a chap's mail stinks of perfume. Other chaps are starting to talk. Won't do. Bad form. It's got to end.
It won't end, Charles. You're all that I have left. What if Margaret should find out about us?
Mildred, you wouldn't do that, would you?
Well, it's time she knew. Maybe this weekend.
Mildred, think about what you're saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to barge in. Would you rather...
Oh, no, dear. Come in. I was just telling the Colonel that Margaret should know.
Mildred?
I think she'd be quite amused, Charles, don't you? About the little accident I had with the elephant today?
What?
Oh, that. I rescued her just in time. That'd have been a terrible mess.
Yes, I'm sure that would have been. The tricky beast elephants, yes. I ran across a lot of them in India, you know.
Oh, another guest.
I'll go. I think Bunting is still upstairs. Short of sliding down the banister, it'll take him ages.
Oh, no, dear, you've been doing too much running around. I'll go. I shan't be long, Charles.
Are you all right, Colonel? You look rather pale.
Just a bit of mental indigestion, my dear. Bit of a problem cropped up. It's nothing that can't be set right. Other guests? Do I know them?
You certainly do. They were in Paris. Pierre Marceau and Elizabeth Hartley Trumpington.
Marceau. No recollection whatever. Foreign chap, is he?
He's French. Don't you remember Elizabeth either?
Oh, that's an entirely different matter. Pretty girl.
That's her.
She was rather well endowed, as I recall. In the financial sense, of course. Enormous assets.
You remember Dorothy and the Colonel?
Colonel Paddock, absolutely super to see you again. What a wonderful little lounge, Miss Bagshot. So great.
Thank you, Elizabeth. But I wasn't expecting you and Pierre to arrive together.
Tremendous stroke of luck. I had just settled on the train with a boring old book when Pierre got into the very same compartment.
I have the knack of finding myself always in the company of beautiful women.
Oh, he's been talking like that the whole way down here. So brightened up the journey. So tedious passing through all those horrid industrial areas where the working people live. Quite ghastly.
Chap's quite right, of course. I have the eye for the pretty young girl myself.
One tries one's best to look presentable.
I expect one has to.
Why, Dorothy? Darling, I hadn't noticed you there. And how nice. You're wearing that lovely little frock I so admired in Paris. All that time ago.
Do sit, everyone, please. Would anyone care for some sherry?
Well, I wouldn't say no, little girl.
Dorothy, would you be so kind, dear?
So, what brings you over here, Mr. Old chap?
Charles, this is Pierre Morson. He's the painter.
Oh, yes, of course. Got the place could use a coat or two.
Charles.
What?
I come to sell some paintings I own. I stay for 2 or 3 weeks, depending on my success.
I take your meaning.
The man's an absolute genius. Absolutely super.
You flatter me, Elizabeth. Unfortunately, I have to make my money in other people's work. Say a deal like Wheeler.
I don't know how he can drag himself away from Paris. Super little town.
Oh, passable. Don't care much for that enormous iron erection, but, well, civilized licensing hours, though.
And the fashions. I have to travel to Paris at least twice a year for the fashions. One can't go around in rags, can one, Dorothy?
Fashion. I just don't see the point. All a waste of time, if you ask me.
But forgive me, Colonel, if that is the trouble with your British. No daring, no sense of atmosphere.
No lack of daring with the British, old boy. Agincourt, Waterloo, take my meaning. One pointed chaps wearing those fancy hats if you keep getting them shot off.
Please, Charles, let's not have a fallout.
Just making the point.
Please forgive me, Colonel. I have offended you. I withdraw my words.
Tactical retreat, eh? That's something you chaps are good at.
One thing, Mum.
What is it?
What if I might have a word, Mum?
Yes, carry on. Where are you going?
To carry on as you instructed.
I meant for you to carry on and tell me.
I'm sorry, I thought you meant for me to carry on with my duties. You usually tell me to carry on when you want me to carry on.
Just tell me one thing.
Well, there's been a small accident in the kitchen.
Accident?
A slight mishap with the axe. The head fell off at some great speed.
I'll come and have a look in a moment, Bunting.
I should like.
I think we should all make plans for the weekend. Any suggestions?
Well, I was thinking of doing a bit of shooting. Good sport around here, as I recall. I don't suppose you do any shooting, do you, Mr. Old boy?
I prefer to create rather than destroy.
I would not know one end of the gun from the other.
I see, yes. Well, it's quite understandable. You are French.
Is there something else, Bunty?
Yes, ma'am. I was wondering if you would like me to take any action in the meantime.
About what?
The fire.
The fire looks fine, Bunty. We might need another log later.
I meant the one in the kitchen.
We don't have a fire in the kitchen.
You do not.
Oh, dear.
Only a small wooden present on top of the stove. However, the dinner is beginning to look a little overcooked.
The food. Bunty, just don't stand there. Go and help.
As you like.
I knew something was going to go wrong today. I just knew it.
Well, I wouldn't worry, old girl. I'm sure everything's going to turn out shipshape. It's an extraordinary chap you have there. It's going to borrow him for the shoot. I'm starting to have second thoughts. He's a damn liability.
I wonder if I might be allowed to accompany you, Colonel. I always wanted to try my hand, but Daddy said it's far too dangerous for a girl.
Oh, you'd be quite welcome, my dear. Well, there's nothing dangerous if you know what you're about. We'll make an early start. Reveille at 0600.
Oh, you can't possibly mean 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, yes, of course I do. Early bird and all that sort of thing. You'll have to wear stout shoes and old clothes.
Oh, how ghastly. I don't have anything like that.
Oh, Dorothy can lend you something.
Yes, I'm sure she could. I hope no one will see me.
Well, we'll just have to shoot them if they do, eh? Dead men tell no tales. What say we take a stroll about the garden before dinner, wrecking the grounds, eh?
Oh, what a good idea. How about you, Pierre?
If you will forgive me, I will remain here. I am rather tired after all my travels.
Are you sure?
Do not concern yourself for me. I will be very happy here.
Don't force them, chap. Suppose we'll have to see if Margaret wants to join us.
Very well. Shan't be long, Pierre. Help yourself to a drink.